Leo's Learning Adventures, where every day is a brand new adventure.
The Lion Who Met Himself. Snowlight Valley glowed in the distance. The snow leopards waved goodbye, and the jungle friends, Leo, Max, Ellie, and Zarna, began their journey home. But as they crossed the final ridge, Leo paused. In his pause, the staff of seasons shimmered softly, a reminder of every step they had taken since the jungle froze, and every heart they had warmed along the way.
You sure you don't want to keep it forever?
Max joked. Looks pretty heroic on you. Leo smiled.
It's not mine to keep.
They climbed once more to Crystal Peak, where the ancient crystal tree still stood. Leo placed the Staff of Seasons back into its glowing hollow. The earth rumbled softly, as if the mountain were nodding in return. Just as they turned to go, the sky above them darkened. The sun dimmed, stars blinked out of order, and the wind twisted like a whispered warning. From the shadows emerged a figure draped in moss and time. Toko the turtle, his shell etched with starlight symbols.
Leo,
He said slowly.
your greatest journey is about to begin.
Leo blinked.
But we just finished one.
Toko's eyes glimmered.
Yes. But some journeys don't take you to faraway places. They take you deeper, into yourself.
He pointed to the sky, where a spiral crack of lightning opened, a storm tunnel swirling with voices and stars.
Come with me, young lion. It is time to meet the one who may one day become you.
Max, Ellie, and Zarna rushed up beside Leo. The spiral spread wider, spinning into a storm tunnel. Clouds swirled, stars bent like liquid. Ellie's ears flapped nervously.
Where does it go?
Toko whispered.
Not where, but when.
The friends exchanged a look. Max puffed up his chest.
Well, if Leo's going, I'm going too.
Zarna stamped her hooves.
We're in this together.
Ellie nodded.
Always.
Together, they stepped into the storm. The next moment, the storm spat them out onto a cliff edge high above swirling mist. Beneath them, the world disappeared into endless clouds. And stretching forward was a bridge made of light and vapor. Glowing white clouds woven together, arching across the abyss.
Looks safe enough,
Max said, just as a piece of cloud broke under his paw. Ah! He yelped.
Okay, maybe not.
The bridge shifted with their emotions, wobbling when they were afraid, steady when they trusted each other. When Ellie panicked, it trembled. When Zarna laughed and encouraged her, it steadied.
Max swung and made jokes, the bridge brightened. Step by step, heart by heart, they crossed.
At last, they stepped onto the far side and the bridge glowed beneath their paws, solidified, then slowly began to dissolve, unraveling back into drifting mist. The friends looked around, the golden light curling ahead once more. The mist thickened, swirling until it wrapped them completely. And then, the glowing bridge faded into mist. When the mist cleared, the friends found themselves in a strange new jungle. The trees were tall and twisted, their bark glowing faintly. Vines shimmered like silver threads, and the leaves rustled as though they were alive. Then came the voices. At first they were soft and kind, like gentle lullabies carried on the wind. Ellie's ears twitched.
Did that tree just sing to me?
She whispered. Max leaned close to a glowing vine.
Hey, it's telling me a joke.
He giggled, rolling on the ground. Zarna's stripes shimmered as she tilted her head curiously.
It's like the forest is alive.
But slowly the voices changed. The whispers grew sharper, colder. Leo is too small to lead. Ellie is clumsy. Zarna will get lost without her stripes. Max is only a joke, not a hero. The friends froze. Their smiles faded. Leo's ears drooped. His paws trembled. He whispered.
Are they talking about us?
The forest grew darker. The whispers echoed louder, wrapping around their hearts like vines. Max frowned, tail twitching.
Maybe I am just a...
Ellie lowered her head.
Maybe I really do mess everything up.
Zarna stomped her hoof, though her voice shook.
What if I don't belong?
Leo looked at his friends, his family. His heart thumped. Then he took a deep breath and said,
No, these aren't our voices. They're fears, and fears don't get to tell us who we are.
One by one, the friends lifted their heads and shouted their truths. Ellie trumpeted proudly, her ears flaring wide.
I may stumble, but I always stand again.
Zarna stomped her hooves.
My stripes don't hide me. They make me shine.
Max puffed out his chest with a grin.
Jokes don't make me weak. They make me strong. Laughter can save the day.
Finally, Leo roared with all his might.
And I will lead not with fear, but with kindness.
The whispers shrieked one last time before shattering into silence. Light burst through the forest canopy. Vines blossomed with glowing flowers. The jungle of whispers had been tamed, not by strength, but by truth. The friends stood together, their hearts stronger than ever. They had faced their fears and turned them into courage. As the friends laughed, the golden glow around them began to fade. The forest shimmered, and a gentle breeze guided them forward. Step by step, the jungle path twisted into a new world. The glowing path led the friends deeper and deeper, until the forest slowly melted away into a shimmering valley. At the valley's heart, a wide, endless river of crystal water sparkled beneath the moonlight. It was so wide they could not see the far shore. The current rushed with power, glowing silver blue, as if carrying the light of the stars themselves. Leo stepped forward.
How are we supposed to cross this?
Suddenly, the waters began to churn. From its depths emerged a giant serpent made of water, its scales shimmering like glass, its eyes glowing like two pale moons. It hissed, its voice echoing like 1,000 raindrops.
Who dares stand at my river's edge?
The friends froze. Leo swallowed but lifted his chin.
We seek to cross to continue our journey.
The serpent's gaze locked on him, deep and ancient.
Then answer me this. What is the strongest force in the world? Stone, water, or air?
Max scratched his head.
That's easy. Stone. It crushes everything.
Ellie shook her head quickly.
No, water. It can shape stone over time. Rivers carve valleys and waterfalls split cliffs.
Zarna stamped her hooves.
You're both wrong. Air is the strongest.
The serpent's eyes narrowed.
And what do you say, young lion?
Leo thought hard, his tail swishing. He looked at his friends, their eager faces, their different answers. Then he nodded and said,
They are all strong, but not alone. The wind carries water, water shapes stone, and stone guides rivers. They are strongest when they work together.
For a long moment, the serpent was silent. Then its mouth curved into a smile.
Wise answer, little lion. You understand balance.
The great serpent lowered its body back into the current. The raging waters calmed, flattening into a shimmering crystal bridge that stretched across the river. The friends gasped.
We can cross now.
Ellie cheered.
Told you my joke answer helped.
Max grinned. And step by step, they crossed the glowing river safely. the serpent watching silently from behind. When they reached the other side, the crystal bridge dissolved into mist, but the path ahead lit up once more, leading them deeper. The friends stepped onto the far shore. The glowing path shimmered ahead, but their paws, hooves, and feet were tired. Ellie plopped down with a sigh.
My legs are noodles.
Zarna sniffed the air and perked up.
Wait, do you smell that?
Nestled by the riverbank, a patch of glowing berry bushes sparkled with silver-blue fruit, like tiny stars. Max's eyes went wide.
Snack time!
He cheered, racing to grab a pawful.
They all munched on berries and enjoyed the magical glow. Soon, full and happy, they lay back in the soft grass beneath a glowing tree.
Ellie curled her trunk like a blanket. Max sprawled on his back, snoring softly. Zarna rested with her head tucked, stripes glowing faintly. Leo stayed awake just a little longer, watching his friends. He whispered to himself,
As we're side by side, I know we can face whatever's ahead.
His eyes slowly closed. The golden path ahead pulsed faintly in the distance, waiting. When they awoke, dawn had not yet broken. Instead, the golden path had led them into the mouth of a cavern, where the air itself seemed to hum with memory. The friends stepped carefully inside. The walls shimmered with starlight, alive with echoes of the past. At first it was quiet, only the sound of their paws, hooves, and feet against stone. But soon, the walls began to glow, and light rippled across the rock like water.
Whoa! It's like the cave is alive.
Max whispered, his eyes wide. Images shimmered across the walls, images bright as lanterns. They saw Leo as a tiny cub, wobbling on his very first step. Ellie spraying water all over the elders while the jungle burst into laughter. Zarna dashing through the grass, her stripes shining like lightning. And Max, balancing a banana on his head, giggling at his own joke. The friends laughed softly. Their hearts felt light, but as they ventured deeper, the echoes changed. The glow grew darker, shadows stretching long and sharp. The happy laughter faded into silence. Suddenly, the walls showed a lion. Not small, not playful, but grown, powerful and alone. Its mane rippled like fire, its eyes glowed like embers. Leo's paws froze. His breath caught in his chest. He whispered,
Is that me?
his voice trembling. The shadow lion turned. It did not smile. It did not laugh. It only stared, pacing through fire, waiting. Kola. But the image moved again. The shadow lion growled. The walls shook with its roar, not just a memory, but a warning. Leo's heart pounded. The cave had shown them their past, but now it was showing him his future. The roar of the shadow lion still echoed in their chests as the golden path stretched deeper into the caves. Leo's paws trembled, but he kept walking. His friends stayed close, their silence heavy with questions they weren't ready to ask. The echo faded, and with it, the darkness softened. Before they could reach the heart of the caves, the tunnel opened into a meadow glowing beneath the cavern roof. The grass shimmered like starlight, and tiny silver flowers swayed as if stirred by an invisible breeze. Max blinked.
Are we outside again?
But before anyone could answer, the ceiling above shimmered like midnight sky. Then, suddenly, shooting stars streaked down, one after another, bright and endless. They didn't burn or break. They landed softly all around them, bursting into tiny, glowing star sprites with wings of flame and voices like wind chimes. At first it was chaos. Max tried to juggle them, laughing. Ellie trumpeted, her trunk swinging as she tried to herd them like runaway fireflies. Zarna galloped and spun in circles as the sprites chased her glowing stripes, giggling like bells. The whole meadow danced with sparks and laughter. But Leo didn't laugh. He was watching their faces. Their bright little eyes weren't mischievous. They were afraid, lost, searching. Leo said softly.
They're not toys.
He stepped forward and held out a gentle paw.
They're stars that fell from the sky.
One sprite hovered close, trembling. Leo cupped it carefully in his paws, its glow warm against his fur. He whispered.
Don't worry, we'll help you home.
The others gathered around him, their laughter fading into understanding. Home, Ellie murmured, nodding.
Yeah, back where you belong.
Max grinned gently. Zarna lowered her head beside Leo's.
Let's guide them.
But the sprites didn't just need comfort. They needed a way. Their lights shimmered restlessly, darting in every direction, as if they had forgotten how to rise. Leo frowned thoughtfully.
They're bright enough to shine, but maybe they've forgotten the path.
Zarna pawed the grass. Her stripes flickered, glowing silver.
A path of light. I can weave it for them.
She began to move, circling gracefully. Her glowing stripes left trails in the air, swirling silver patterns like vines of starlight. Max whooped with delight.
I'll make it fun!
He leapt and spun, scattering sparkling flowers into the glowing trails, the petals catching the sprite's light like tiny mirrors. The sprites hesitated, then followed. One by one, they hopped into the glowing patterns, bouncing along the silver paths, their wings glittering like comets. Leo stood tall, steady, watching until every last sprite found the way upward. The glowing trails arched higher and higher, guiding them back into the cavern sky. The ceiling burst alive. A galaxy reborn, every star back in its place. The friends looked up, their reflections shining in each other's eyes. And when they looked down again, the golden path had returned, waiting, glowing brighter than before, guiding them to the mirror chamber. After hours of wandering deeper into the cavern's twisting passages, the friends stepped into the cavern's heart, where silence pressed heavy as stone. In the center stood a mirror made of stardust, taller than the tallest tree, glowing with a silver light. Leo crept forward. At first, the reflection showed a small lion cub, wide-eyed, golden-furred, just as he was. But then the image shifted. A larger lion stepped out from the glass. His mane was dark as storm clouds, his eyes burning like fire. The shadow lion. It snarled low and deep.
You are not ready to lead.
Leo's paws shook. His tail curled tight. The shadow looked powerful, fearless, everything Leo sometimes wished he could be. But behind him, Zarna's steady voice rang clear.
We believe in you.
Max chimed in softly, softer now.
Even if you're scared.
And Ellie, with her gentle strength, added, Real strength is asking for help. Leo drew a breath, his chest rising, courage stirring inside him. He stepped closer to the mirror. The glass rippled, and Leo fell through. The world inside was endless night, stars scattered like broken glass. The shadow lion circled him. Its roar echoed across the void.
You'll fail them. You're just a cub pretending to be brave.
It hissed. Leo's heart pounded, but he lifted his chin.
Maybe I don't have all the answers, but I've never been alone. My friends are with me, and I don't need to be perfect. I just need to care.
He growled back. The shadow lion roared, a terrible, echoing sound, then began to soften, fading like smoke on the wind. The staff of seasons blazed in his paws, filling the realm with light. It stepped back into Leo's chest, returning to his heart, no longer a threat. The realm shattered into starlight. The chamber filled with starlight, bursting brighter and brighter, until the cavern seemed to dissolve into dawn. The starlight swirled warmly around Leo and his friends, soft as a blanket. Their eyes grew heavy, and the cavern melted into silver haze. When Leo blinked awake, the world was bright with dawn. He found himself in a jungle clearing, dew glittering on the grass, golden light streaming between tall trees. And there, waiting as if he had never left, stood Toko the turtle, wise eyes glimmering. "Welcome back," Toko said softly. "You have faced yourself and chosen who you will become." Leo sat up slowly. His chest felt lighter, not because the shadow lion was gone, but because it now rested inside him, no longer a threat. After a while, the group walked through the jungle. Leo was quiet for a long while. Then he finally said,
I met the lion I might become, but I'd rather become the lion I choose to be.
The others smiled, because the greatest adventure is discovering yourself. But Leo's journey was not quite finished. One last path awaited before the friends could truly rest. The friends walked home through the jungle, laughter echoing between the trees. Leaves danced in the morning breeze, and the forest felt alive with joy. But as they reached the coast, the waves drew their eyes to the horizon. Far away, beyond the morning mist, an island shimmered. Its cliffs glowed faintly, and strange lights flickered deep within its jungles. Zarna tilted her head.
Has that island always been there?
Max's tail twitched.
I smell bananas and mystery.
Ellie rumbled softly. Something about it feels forgotten. Leo stood at the edge of the shore, the sunrise catching in his golden fur. A chill ran through him, though he didn't know why. He whispered,
That's no ordinary island. That's where our next adventure waits.
The waves crashed louder, almost as if the ocean itself agreed.
Hey kids! If you liked Leo's learning adventure and want to join him on his next big journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And make sure to press the bell icon so you never miss a roarsome new story. See you next time.